Greece will be re-entering the bond market, planning its first long-term debt sale in 4 years. The sale of 5-year bonds come after a difficult austerity program, after a €240 billion bailout. The announcement coincides with a strike by Greeks protesting job and spending cuts. Media reports say that the debt offering could be worth almost $3.5 billion. The IMF welcomed news that Greece is jumping back into the bond market. Since 2010, Greece has several rounds of austerity measures, and during that period, the IMF, the EU, and the ECB have issued several rounds of bailouts worth $315 billion. Greece is now on track to pay that money back, and the government says it does not need more help. The IMF says the country's austerity measures appear to be working. Still, Greece's recovery is far from solid. The country is expected to have its 6th straight recession in 2014. I spoke to Christos Panagopoulos, the Greek ambassador to the United States, and I asked him if the Greek economy is back on track.
We are ready to go back to some kind of economic normalcy. And Greece is open to foreign capital because we've been through very painful reforms. We are very competitive right now. We have the guarantee of belonging to the Eurozone. This problem has been dealt forever. And there are so many opportunities coming up. For instance, from China, who have already expressed interest, and they are already there, invested and happy investors from China. And some other countries, of course.
Part of the stipulation of getting the bailout money is to have a bit more privatization in the Greek economy, and you mentioned China as well. They are a major player. They've been looking at a number of projects. They've actually already been in Greece doing projects, but there's one in particular regarding the airport in Athens. Reuters is reporting that China is the front runner. It's a roughly $900 million investment that they'll be putting into the airport. I know there's other consortiums also bidding as well. Do you have any further insights as to how significant of an investment, first of all, that is for the economy and for that airport? And second, is there an advantage of being a foreign consortium versus a domestic consortium?
I'll put it in a very simple way. We need more money in order to invest and combat unemployment, which is running at an unbelievably high level. The money cannot come only from inside the country because we've been through a very austere 5-year period. So we're looking forward to foreign investors, and we are talking to them.
What would you tell those skeptics out there who say this could still get a little worse before it gets better? What would you tell them?
Absolutely not. We have the review of the Troika. It's not us, but them, the lenders, who are very strong, and persistent in their review, saying that the reforms are on track. Greece belongs to the Eurozone, so you have a currency which is one of the most, if not the most trusted right now, and the confidence is coming back. You know, economic crisis is nothing strange, for international economy. All countries have been experiencing that. The thing is, the day after the crisis, how strong and competitive you are going to go, and we're convinced we're going to be much more competitive. Tourism is one of the pillars of the economy of our country. Last year, we had a record high number of tourists coming to visit my country. This is very good things. In merchant marine, we're doing very good. We are probably #1 in the world. So we have assets, and we have people, young people, they are eager to work right now. I refer to the unemployment rate, which is unbelievably high. We have so many people graduating from the best schools of the world, eager to offer their services.
Greece is a very proud country with a very strong sense of history, the Acropolis, all of the different things that tourists come to Greece for. There has been some discussion in the media that a lot of this real estate around some of the historical sites are being put up basically for bid, for people to buy. Is there a sense perhaps from some of the locals that they don't want to see too much of Greece being privatized, especially the historic aspects or real estate near historic landmarks?
Let me be clear. Historic, we're not selling, our national heritage. China and Greece, they share one thing. They represent two of the most ancient civilizations in the world. We are proud of our past, so let me be clear, no historic site is for sale. But of course, the state owns a lot of real estate. It has been there for decades doing nothing, just at idle. Right now, where we need money, it's only normal to think of ways to exploit, in a good sense, all these assets of the public sector. That's what we're doing through a huge privatization program. It's underway right now in Greece.
If I ask you to forecast, say, 5 or 10 years down the road, what does the investment relationship look like between Greece and Beijing?
It looks great. Just a few days ago, my prime minister went back to the port of Piraeus to welcome another Chinese company who decided to invest there and assemble the logistics of its products destined to East and Central European countries. So there's an ongoing dialogue. We know each other already. Not only, I mean, in investments, but tourism is picking up from China. We're looking forward to a direct flight from Beijing or another, I mean, international destination from China coming directly to Greece. And all this looks very, very, very promising for the future.
That was Christos Panagopoulos, Greek ambassador to the United States.